Everything that is happening in your life right now is either a blessing or a lesson. Who knows, based on Bob Proctor definition and his mentor Earl Nightingale definition, what does success mean? A lot of people think being successful means having a lot of money. Being successful doesn't mean having a lot of money. Success is a progressive realization of a worthy goal, worthy idea. Progressive realization of a worthy idea. As long as you are taking action every day towards your goal, I want you to consider yourself already being a successful individual. You have to start feeling successful right here, right now. Because if you don't, you're attracting how you're feeling. If you feel successful, you attract more success to you. If you feel not successful, that's what you're attracting as well. So you are successful. The fact that you're here, by the way, you are successful. You're 3% of successful people in the world who is in December, when people are thinking about vacation, holidays, and buying things and presents already, you're here. You are investing your precious time. And I appreciate that so much, because time is the only investment that we will never get it back. Always spend the money to invest on yourself. Don't worry about it. Don't think about it too much. But with your time, always be careful what you're spending your time on. Social media, amazing tool. How much time are we wasting on there though? And we don't realize, unless you check the timer on your apps on your phone, because time passes by so fast when we're on those apps, we don't realize how much time we spend. So much wasted time. So we talked about success day one, and please go ahead and after this session, if you haven't already, you need to work on your workbook. When you go through the workbook, when you put pen on paper and write things down, start to think. Thinking causes feeling, feeling causes action, and your action causes reaction. It's all about action. It's not manifestation, woo-woo, close your eyes and feel good and you're gonna manifest. We have to take action. But what I learned from my real estate business to this business, to coaching, was that there are two ways of taking actions. One way is just taking actions, not paying attention to what is going on in your head and your soul, your energy, your spirituality, and just doing the doing. That's one way of doing, which I've done it for many years, and I was so miserable, and it's so hard to live that way. The second way of taking action, which is what I do now, and I had to really reprogram my subconscious, reprogram my paradigm, using the amazing tool that I have, Thinking into Results program, to really get out of the hustle and grind and just taking action to the second way of living, which is taking action, but taking aligned actions, taking actions while you are thinking that you are already successful, taking actions anticipating success, taking actions visualizing that you are getting closer to your goal. We are living on three planes all the time. We are soul, source, energy. We talked about it yesterday. We are energy, we are soul, we are spirit. Our essence is spirit. Living in a physical body. So one plane is a spirituality. The second plane is our physicality, physical body, using our intellect, our mind. So spirit, body, and mind. And whenever you're taking action towards your goal, you have to make sure all these three are in alignment. You cannot take actions thinking worst case scenario. You cannot take actions feeling lack, scarcity, low confidence, low self-worth, because then these three planes are not in alignment. So you're not going to get the result, no matter how hard you work. Take massive actions if that's how it feels in alignment, but also pay attention to your thoughts and emotions and feelings. That's important too. That's most important, actually. 97% of people, if you stop them on the street and ask them, what is your goal? They cannot clearly say what their goal is, right? Everybody wants more money. Everybody wants more freedom. Everybody wants to probably like travel more and have freedom of time, more wealth, more happiness. These are not goals. These are conditions, general conditions that everybody wants. So your mind, your marvelous mind, is a goal-seeking mechanism. It goes after the goals you give it. If you don't have a clear goal, your mind is going to be influenced by so many different things. We don't want that. We want to be laser focused on our goal. Your life right now is a sum total of all your beliefs. Your belief system, your paradigm has created the life that you're living right now, big or small, limited or expanded, healthy, unhealthy, poor or rich, happy or unhappy. Everything and anything you are experiencing in your life right now is a result of all your beliefs. Your belief system, which is also the same as all your habits and habitual thinking, we call it a paradigm. Your paradigm has created your results. So if you want to change your results, we need to change our paradigm or beliefs. Action comes from your paradigm. That's why if you pay attention so many times, people take different actions. Like, have you seen people who go on diets? And it's like, I had a relative, I'm sure you guys at least know one person, that they've forever been on diets, different diets, and they go work out and they lose some weight. One year you see them, they gain it back the next year. Lose weight, gain back, lose it, gain it back. They are taking the action. They are really, really starving themselves. They're going on diets, they're going to the gym, they're working out. The result is not consistent. They might lose some weight, but they gain it back again because of their paradigm, because of their self-image. We talked about self-image. Self-image is a part of paradigm. So if we just take actions, but don't change those underlying little limiting beliefs in our subconscious mind, you're not going to get the result. The action is secondary. The first thing we need to do is to change our belief system. And a lot of times, unfortunately, we don't even know our limiting beliefs because we are so used to them. We've lived with our limiting beliefs since we were born. So there are two words that both start with F, and they can make or break your life, literally. Both are invisible, and both are, you have absolute, total control to decide which one you choose. Yes, so fear and faith. Fear and faith are two sides of the same coin, actually. Fear and faith demands us to believe in something in the future that we cannot see. What is fear? What is faith? We are thinking about something in the future. Like when you think about your goal, when you think about how much money you want to earn in 2025. Imagine it's the end of 2025. You've really achieved your goal and you're earning that much money. Does that bring you doing the things that you have to do? If you have a business, you have to do some different things. If you're an entrepreneur, solopreneur, doesn't matter what you do. If you want to improve your life, if you want to make more money, more wealth in your life, you have to do some uncomfortable things. There's no question about that. You have to do things that you're not familiar with, because if you do things that you're familiar with, it means you're going to get the same result that you are familiar with. That brings fear in some people. But you can choose faith, because what is fear really? You're thinking about something in the future that you cannot see, and you're making an assumption, a negative assumption. You can absolutely replace it with faith. Why not thinking about best case scenario? It's your choice. And it takes practice, of course, if you're not used to that. So why not choose faith? And what is really confidence? To me, having confidence, you know, some people have confidence and you call them, they're really confident. Other people are not, and they are shy. And when we get too much in our head and in our human self and our skills, our talents and abilities, our degrees, that's the problem. I want you to connect with your true self every day as soon as you wake up. So I have created a mantra for myself as soon as I wake up every day, and I say that many times during the day and as soon as I go to bed. My mantra is, my priority in life is my connection with God. Because when you connect to that higher power, and God has you can use God, you can use infinite intelligence, you can use Jesus, you can use universe, you can use nature, whatever gives you that feeling of expansion and also you being part of that. Because we are, our essence is. When you connect to that unlimited source of power, then there is no question you'll have all the confidence in the world. Confidence is really comes from your faith. If you have faith, this is what I've been developing recently, absolute faith that everything that happens in my life comes from source and it is good. Even if I think it is not good, even if I think I don't want this, we don't know what is good for us or what is not. You think there is something good for you that you wanted, universe might have a better plan for you. Don't fight with life. The best thing you can do is learn how to go with the flow, surrender and have faith that everything that is happening in your life right now is either a blessing or a lesson. Learn your lessons. What is it that I need to learn in this situation? Why am I going through this? Just literally ask yourself. Just remind yourself every day, everything comes to my life is either a blessing or a lesson. And as soon as you learn your lessons, the situation changes. The hardship is here to teach you something so you can shift something within you so you can tap into the higher version of yourself. The sooner you learn your lessons, the sooner you can transform this situation. Talking about higher mental faculties, there is so much more in our mind, and this is science. Like scientists know that we use 5 to maximum, I think the most genius people 10% of their mind. We haven't tapped into any potential of our mind. I think the average person uses 3 to 5% of their mind. Our mind is this supercomputer that we do not know how it works really. And because we don't know, we don't use it. Therefore, we cannot change our life that much. There is a huge difference between us as human beings compared to the rest of animal kingdom. The rest of animal kingdom, how they function, if you have a pet, a cat, a dog, any animal, they function in this world through their senses, 5 senses: hear, smell, see, taste, touch. They don't have higher mental faculties. If we only live using our 5 senses, what is the difference between us and animals? What do I mean by that? What do I mean by using our 5 senses? That's what 97% of people do, and that's why they get the same result year after year. What do? They use their 5 senses, meaning they look at their bank account, they look at their results, they listen to negative output, negative feedback, news, economy is going down, inflation. These are the information that we gather through our 5 senses. We watch the news, we look at our bank account, we look at our results. Yes, it is our results, but you're still using only your 5 senses. And when we use only our 5 senses, we feed that information and therefore we get more of that. So next year, we will have the same result. And the year after that, we will have the exact same result. Because we are only using our 5 senses and we are letting the result that we are seeing, hearing, experiencing in our physical senses, we are letting those results affect us. We are letting our bank account, our negative balance, our not enough money in the bank, the result in our job, the house we are living in that we might not like, the relationship we are in that we might not like. We are looking at these things and we are letting these things affect us mentally and emotionally. And when we do that, we're literally manifesting the same thing again and again and again. That's why people's life don't change year after year after year. We are manifesting by paying attention to our results. So now you might say, well, but that's the reality. I don't like what I see when I check my phone and go to my bank account, my app. I don't like where I'm living. I don't like my financial situation. And that's the reality, right? That's the reality. But does that mean just because something is a reality, does that mean you have to focus on it and pay attention to it? Or can you use your higher mental faculties that I'm going to teach you and create something different? We are creators. We are supposed to co-create all the time, but we are living like the rest of animal kingdom. We're just using our 5 senses. We are letting everything affect us. We're listening to criticism and let it affect us. Yes, the negative thoughts that keep coming is because you haven't learned. So someone is asking, how do we silence the negative thoughts that keep coming? First of all, you're not alone in that. It is, I call it monkey mind. We all do have that monkey mind. The reason why you are experiencing that and you don't know how to quiet that is because you have never done it before. It is literally a practice that you need to learn and practice day after day after day, and you can quiet it down. There are many different ways. Depends on which one works better for you and your personality. I teach my clients different ways. But one of the things that the most common thing I share is a kind of meditation where you sit, close your eyes, sit, relax, and you just watch your thoughts. And you imagine your mind as the sky, and this needs to be a blue sky, and your thoughts are the clouds. As soon as you become aware of your thought, you think of your thought as a cloud, you put it in a cloud, and you just say, I don't want it, and just move that cloud. Mentally in your head, you move that cloud, you move that thought. You become conscious of the thought, but you let it go. You don't dwell on it. You don't go down the spiral with that thought. When you do the meditation and you become aware of your thought, you let them go as clouds in the sky that they are moving. That helps a lot, even during the day when you are not doing the meditation. It is a practice that you need to do every single day. And just know that if you are thinking those negative thoughts, you're creating more of that. But practice this, this is going to help. So let's talk about higher mental faculties. So who are we? We are the highest form of creation, at least on this planet Earth. Would you agree with that? I think everybody would agree with that. Compared to the rest of animal kingdoms, we are the highest form of creation. We have a mind that scientists still don't know how exactly it functions. We are not using our mind. We have this powerful toolbox that we can use to create. We've been put on this planet to create. And look how much we have created already. This is amazing. Like sometimes it's great to zoom back and look at life as from a bigger lens. Look at from when we were living in caves to how we are living right now. We have created so much: electricity, technology, internet, social media. We are here to create. How do we create? We need to learn how to use our higher mental faculties. So what is one of the, so there's 6 higher mental faculties. The first one is our intuition. It's important to learn and develop your intuition because your intuition is connected to your higher self, to spirit, to God, whatever you believe in. It is not limited by your mind only. So the other mental faculty is your perception. You can literally change your perception. One of the examples that Bob gives in his seminars is when he holds a book and it's written Think and Grow Rich on the cover, and he tells the audience, there is nothing on the cover in this book. Am I right or am I wrong? And people say, well, it says Think and Grow Rich, so you're wrong. He keeps asking, there is nothing on the cover in this book. Am I right or am I wrong? And they keep saying, you're wrong. There is something on the cover. And then he shows them the other side of the book, and there is nothing on that side. So the audience and Bob in this example are looking at the same thing from two different perspectives. We can always change our perspective in any situation that we're going through. I want you to think about a challenging situation that you are going through right now. There is at least one great opportunity in that challenge. We can look at our problems from a perspective that, poor me, why me? Why is this happening to me? Life is so hard. Life is so unfair. Or we can literally switch our perspective, say, let me find the good here. Let me find the blessing here. What is here for me? Life doesn't happen to you. No one is punishing you. Life happens for you. This whole universe, by the way, is not real. It's just a perception. The whole universe is just a perception. It's not real. It's like, you know, those games like PlayStation games that you can choose your avatar in a PlayStation, choose your avatar and go play a game. That's literally what is happening in this world. Your spirit has chosen this avatar, and this avatar is playing this game of life. And why are we so scared? The avatar dies, so what? Your real self doesn't die. The worst case scenario is death, and we're afraid of life so much. We're afraid of making decisions so much. We're playing life so small. Don't play safe. The worst thing you can do in your life. That's my biggest motivation, by the way. What motivates me every day is if I imagine myself being old on a deathbed, last few days of my life, and I hope that I'm 100 something years old because I want to live that long. When I am that old, and if I look back and just think, I wonder if I took that leap. I wonder if I went for my dream, would my whole life be different? That scares the crap out of me. If I look back and I tell myself, why did I play it safe? Why did I save the money for what? To live a mediocre average life? I don't want to live an average life. I don't want to be an average person. I want to live to my fullest. I want to be fulfilled every single day. This is what fulfills me. This is my sole purpose. Even if there is one person here, I'm 100% fulfilled. Now I wish to have millions of people, and I am manifesting that. But I want you to think about what is your sole purpose? What is in your heart? Think about it. This is an exercise in your workbook. Think about when you are old and you're looking back. You can do that. You can close your eyes, imagine yourself many, 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 many years and decades from now, last few days of your life. There's not much you can do anymore. You're just waiting. And do you feel like I have lived this amazing, beautiful, fulfilling, expansive life, and I risked it, and I went after everything that I wanted, and I am so happy and I'm proud of myself for all the risks that I took? Or you look at it and see, well, I had a good life. I went to work, I made money, I went on vacation once a year. I had a good family. No, don't play small. What is on your heart? You can do it. If it is on your heart, it means it is for you. If it was not for you, God wouldn't make you want it. Understand that, please. Why do I don't want to be police woman or a fire woman or I don't have any intention on going to Mars? I want what I want because that's for me, because my soul wants it for me. You want what you want because your soul wants it for you. Your soul wants it for you. It's literally yours. Your human self need to be brave enough to take action. Take action, be brave, take action, risk, take risks. Risk takers are successful. Calculated risk, calculated risk. So talked about intuition, perception. The next one is will. What is the willpower that everybody talks about? You need to have a willpower if you want to be successful. Willpower is not that you force yourself to do something. It's not that you have to push yourself to take an action. It never works. It works for a very short period of time. The will is your focus, is your ability to focus, is your ability to concentrate, is your ability to concentrate and have a laser focus on your goal. So you use your willpower to keep your goal alive on the screen of your mind all day long. This is how you use your willpower. You don't let any other thought, negative thoughts, limiting thoughts, challenges, situations, you don't let those thoughts get into your head. You work on the willpower to keep your goal on the screen of your mind all day long. Laser focus and concentration on your goal only, like this. You're not thinking about anything else. Challenges come, you let it go. Focus on your goal. Negativity come, you let it go. You focus on your goal. News come, you let it go. Okay, you heard it. That's fine. We hear it. There's information. We live in this world. We don't need to get stuck in that, whatever it is that we don't want. You use your willpower all day long to focus on your goal, like laser focus on your goal. The more you focus on your goal, the more energy you give it, the more you're going to find people, resources, and ways to achieve your goal. The more you live with your goal in your mind, the more emotionally you involve with your goal, you change your vibration to that frequency, to the frequency of your goal. And you attract things, people, situation that is going to be in harmony with your goal. Powerful people, successful people have laser focus. They don't let distraction and negativity distracts them. They hear it from one ear, let it go from the other. Don't focus on what is not working. Why do we think we need to focus on what is not working in order to change that? You shouldn't. It's not the right way of changing things. Focus on what you want. And the last higher mental faculty is imagination, one of the most beautiful higher mental faculties that we can use. Your pet, your cat, your dog, or any other animals that you see, the birds, they don't have the ability to imagine themselves being or doing something else or having a better life or creating another life for themselves. They are living through their five senses with their instincts. Me and you, we have the ability to imagine whatever we want to imagine. You literally can close your eyes, see yourself be by the ocean, be in the mountains. Why do we have this ability? Why did God or universe give us this mental faculty? If we are not using it, why is it there? I ask myself, why am I able to close my eyes right now? I'm in my home. Why is it that I am able to close my eyes and see myself walking on the beach. Why do I have this tool? What is it for? God gave it to me to use it. Are we using it? Yes, sometimes we use our imagination in not wisely and not in our favor. We like if you are a parent and if your kids come back home late, where does your imagination go? 911, hospital, drugs, right? We use our imagination. We literally use it all the time, but we don't use it the way we're supposed to use it, which is to create our goals and our life. That I am gonna let you go. I appreciate each and every one of you so much. I hope you have an amazing, magical rest of the day. Love you all.